I'm going to do something most people on the internet do not have the courage to do. I'm going to admit that I was wrong. Earlier today, I made this video talking about how, oh my goodness, Tectone and Asmongold were grifting about the entire situation with Emi. It was crazy. I was saying all this wild things. But I would like to point out, this is my apology to Tectone. Sorry, you're completely correct. You're right. If you're attending TwitchCon, please walk out. There's many things to do in San Diego. It is unsafe there. Twitch trap dance San Diego. That's 100% correct. I was wrong. I was 100% wrong. They are. I said they weren't. They are. I said that this was a fault of the only that one guy. I was incorrect. As a matter of fact, Asmongold urges women to avoid TwitchCon 2024. Curtis Howie's Twitch CEO over safety concerns. They were 100% correct. This was an article that was released in September 26, 2025. They have been saying this for months, and many people came to their defense stating this, and I'm not going to ignore people telling me to look into something. I'm obviously going to do it. So, on top of this, we can also look at Emi's statement. Emiru released this. I'm going to read the whole thing for you. Hello, everyone. I am okay, and thank you for all the kind messages. Sorry I cannot respond to them all. Heart emoji. Yesterday, the man who attacked me, assaulted me, whatever, was allowed to cross multiple barriers at TwitchCon and even in front of another creator's meet and greet to grab me and my face and try to kiss me. Fortunately, he wasn't able to, but a lot of people have pointed out it could have been a lot worse. I'm obviously shaken up by what happened, and it's not the first time I've dealt with something like this. But to tell you honestly, I am a lot more hurt and upset by how Twitch handled it during and after the fact. So, this also confirms Tectone's and Asmongold's thing, and there are a bunch of other creators. There's Cutie Cinderella, there's Ludwig, but those haven't inspired me. That's not the reason I'm correcting myself. It's mostly because I specifically called out Tectone and Asmongold and saying they were grifting. They were not grifting. They were stating genuine concerns. And I was stupid to be caught in a culture war or thinking they were doing something other than that. I'm a little bit dumb. I apologize to them and apologize for my inflammatory statements. I'm just going to say that right now. I'm stupid. That's just on me. Like I said, I don't understand how he was allowed to make it to me in the first place. The security in the clip who reacts is my own security. It's true, my favorite and usual security guard was banned for holding a stalker's arm to bring him to police as they passed TwitchCon. So he'll point this out to me as well. Didn't know that. That sucks. Emiru should have her own personal security there. She should be allowed to have her own personal security. That's just fair. They're very high profile people. They should have their own security because you can't always trust the security at the event. They are high profile people. They have hundreds of thousands of people watching them. Just millions of people watching them every day. It's a lot of people. You should have higher security. However, there were at least 3 or 4 TwitchCon security staff in the area who did not react and let the guy walk away, as you can see in the clip, since they don't even appear in the frame. LOL. The woman who was walking me away is my own personal manager, and behind the booth, the only 2 people who were checking on me and comforting me were her and my friend. None of the TwitchCon staff came to ask what happened or if I was okay. My friend, who was present, told me Twitch security were also behind the booth afterwards, joking about how they didn't even see what happened and me laughing and moving on, talking about something else. This just tells me that they definitely need to be shut down, but I'll get my thoughts after this statement. In Twitch's statement, they said that the guy was immediately caught and detained. I'm sorry, but that is a blatant lie. He was walked away from my meet and greet, and I didn't hear he was caught until hours after he attacked me, and it felt like this only happened because of my manager pressing for it, not because TwitchCon staff present thought it a big deal. I have a lot more I want to say, but I will say it on stream later instead of writing a book on here. Thank you guys again. Sorry you had to see that. This is definitely my last TwitchCon, and it sounds me to say as a 10-year off and on attendee at TwitchCon. I think creators should seriously consider not attending in the future. I do not feel cared or respected or even bring my own security and staff. I can't imagine how creators without these options would feel. So I was wrong, 100%. Just say that right now. Because I was wrong, I'm gonna make you guys sit through an ad. Go ahead and watch this. Boom.
Hey, you actually stuck around for the ad? I'm so proud of you. Let me tell you what I'm pitching to you real fast. Here's something you can do when you're bored. Playing games and getting paid for it. If you hit the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen right now, you see that popping up right there? Look at that. It's so cool. It's so convenient. You can sign up to freecash.com and start right away. Now, I know your inclination to say this is a scam, but I assure you, I tried it myself. I thought it was a scam myself. Actually, I did actually try it out and it actually worked. I didn't expect to actually get paid, but I'm getting moolah, baby. It's simple. Create an account with your email and password. It takes seconds. Literal seconds. Inside, you'll see a wall of games, a bevy of things, and offers. Pick one you actually enjoy, play through levels, and cash land straight into your free cash account. It's like turning your your downtime into a side hustle without even noticing. Some people pull in $10 to $20 a day, but I've seen reports of much more moolah, Mr. Krabs. I've seen Scrooge McDuck numbers, and you can do this all while laying in your bedroom playing games on your phone. All they ask of you is that you spend your time playing the video games. They just want your time. Now, you could spend a little bucks in game to hit levels faster, which lets you unlock the bigger offers and payouts because you gotta hit the levels to get bigger payouts. That's how some users end up earning hundreds, even $500 or more on certain offers. It's crazy, but you don't have to spend anything. You can just stick to the free levels like I did and still cash out. The whole point is that instead of just sitting there scrolling endlessly through TikTok or Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts or whatever, you're playing and earning at the same time. When it's time to cash out, you got options. You want to hit up PayPal, you want some gift cards, you can do whatever you want to. It's your decision. It's your world. I'm just living in it. So if you're curious, hit the link in my description or scan the code that's been on screen the entire time. You can just scan the code right there. You have the ability to just screen capture, scan the code, click the description. Make sure you do it through me, guys. Sign up for my link because I'm broke, guys. I'm doing this for the money, man. I got my family locked up. I beg you, please start playing for cash in your spare time. And when you use my link or QR code, you'll get a $5 bonus to kick things right off. So go ahead and get the free cash right now. Freecash.com and CV. You're not responsible for any bodily harm, any extra harm, anybody getting destroyed, anybody getting hit with a meteor, anybody getting hit with a natural disaster, anybody getting hit with the power of God, anybody with God's wrath, any thunder striking your body, anybody that actually has kids because of this, anybody that gains thousands of dollars, they do not use that in order to attack me or strike me and send drones to my house to destroy my entire body. I appreciate it. That'd be lovely. Thank you. I would appreciate it a lot. And if you could enjoy this, just use my link in the description. Like I said before, use the QR code. Go ahead and do that. Everything's bye.
Okay, back to whatever I was talking about before. So hopefully you skipped the ad. Doesn't really matter. I just want to at least get paid for something in this lifetime because naturally I just want to get paid for things. That's my life. So I'm not going to call this a failure of planning. That's a bit too kind. This is a calculated corporate bet. TwitchCon is a yearly living monument to a company's refusal to look at its own creation in the eye. It's actively becoming bad. They have cultivated a hydra, a beautiful, chaotic, multi-headed beast of parasocial connection and digital intimacy, and they keep trying to use it as a petting zoo. That's what they keep doing. Many attendees have refused to go. We have Hasanabi, we have Tectone, we have Asmongo. Many people just don't feel safe there because TwitchCon is deeply incompetent. They want the scale, the revenue, the cultural catching of a Comic-Con, but they don't want to administer it with the logical foresight that should be there. They should have a logical foresight to have higher security. This is dumb. They have as much security as a high school bake sale, essentially, and they're patching it off to these high-profile streamers. They want the glamour of celebrity without the inconvenient, expensive scaffolding of celebrity-level protection. That's why you see IShowSpeed having hundreds of people around him, as I stated previously in another video. They have built an entire economy of the aesthetic of community, the hugs, the tears, the shared moments, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys. A lot of people are unhinged. They're weird. Some girl had a guy fly out to burn her car, like just let her car on fire. That was a whole thing. This is very bad. This is bad. I think the unforgivable sin is the mismatch between access and safeguard. The entire TwitchCon experience is engineered around proximity. The meet and greet isn't a side attraction. That's basically the main event of TwitchCon. You can see the people. It's the physical manifestation of the parasocial bond. And even every time I go to an anime convention where they meet the voice actors, there is a bevy of people in security. I can't even get close to them without waiting in line. There's a distance and there's somebody right next to the person while the thing is happening unless you pay for a picture. There's so much. And that chance to close the gap between screen and skin is very scary. And when you build your entire event on that kind of emotional and physical intimacy, your security has to be the main thing. It cannot be an afterthought. It must be the primary architecture of the thing. But Twitch refuses to scale. They treat security like set dressing. A few people in black shirts with earpieces to provide the illusion of safety. That's bad. You see a creator with millions of followers, a person who lives in the minds of thousands as a friend, a confidant, and an object of obsession. And they are protected by one overworked, underpaid guard whose primary job is to check for a wristband. That is not security. That's nothing. That's the Chuck E. Cheese guy in the front. That's the kid check at Chuck E. Cheese. It's stupid. None of this is unpredictable either. This is not a bolt from the blue. This is the inevitable thermodynamic conclusion of a system that they themselves design. Women creators, cosplayers, and anyone existing in a body that attracts unwanted attention have been screaming into the void for years. I have now researched and discovered this has been a years-long issue at TwitchCon. I didn't know that. No one told me. I didn't know that. I came as it is new. I'm not on Twitch. I didn't know this, but this is really bad. This is the worst thing yet. This is stupid. They have provided the data, the testimonials, the terrified DMs, and the security ports. They have this explained in words of one syllable that the line between superfan and stalker is terrifyingly thin. And then that line evaporates completely in a crowded, chaotic hall. Parasocial exhalation is not a theoretical concept. It is there. It is the daily reality of online fame. That's what happens. And I state this as somebody that has to deal with this as well. When I go downtown in my city, people bombard me. It is agitating. These shades are a protection. But now part of my identity online is wearing shades, so people instantly recognize me. So it's even worse. It's even worse. I've somehow cultivated an even worse fan base. And it's scary. For Twitch to act surprised when it manifests in the physical world is just corporate gaslighting. It's stupid. This is why the theory is so pure, so white hot, and this is why I thought it was just another grift. But it's not a grift. This is a real thing. This was not a fluke. It was a choice to not implement controlled entry zones with barriers and time tickets, a choice to not provide secure private pathways for creators to move, a choice to not have rapid response teams trained in de-escalation, a choice to run an event for some of the most recognizable faces on the internet, as if it were a town fair where the biggest threat is, oh, a spilled soda. No, when your event's very fuel is intense, one-sided emotional attachment, you cannot use normal fan event rules. The rules must be rewritten for the reality, not the fantasy. And the grifters, the drama hounds, the perpetual outrage merchants on this one single narrow point, they were right. They were 100% right. And I was wrong. I will admit I was wrong. And I will say it 100 times over. I will say it 1,000 times over. In their relentless criticism of TwitchCon's security theater, they were factually correct. They pointed out the holes you could drive a convoy through. The equation is simple, and they solved it. Take a massive hyped-up crowd, mix in creators with immense, intimate fandoms, and then subtract robust professional security. The result is not a mystery, it's a guarantee written in the language of panic attacks, groping hands, and trauma. We are dealing with the first true generation of digital A-listers. Their faces are more recognizable to their demographics than most movie stars. Their influence is more direct, and yet the infrastructure built around them is not up to code. It's not. A time when an internet celebrity was someone you met in a hotel conference room with 50 other people, right? This is different. This is different. This is very different. This is just bad. I think the worst part is how Twitch HQ afterwards said, "Oh, we are deeply troubled by the entire." The woman who was assaulted said, "Nah, they're just lying. There's less corporate empathy. That's hollow corporate empathy. Doesn't mean anything." These are standard operating procedure in any industry that deals with famous people. Twitch postures as the vanguard of the new media landscape. When it comes to physical safety of its partners, it is operating in the dark ages. This is bad. This is just negligence. So much negligence. And I stated the negligence earlier, but I didn't really encapsulate what I really mean by this. TwitchCon should not exist. And I mean that. After researching all day and looking at everything and reading the testimonials and doing just hours upon hours of doing all this, yet no, TwitchCon should not exist. This is bad. Not as bad. If Twitch truly viewed creators as partners, they would treat them like the invaluable assets they are. You protect your assets, you build fortresses around them, you invest in their longevity. Instead, they are treated as disposable props in a grand marketing spectacle. A prop gets a spotlight and a hope. A prop is replaceable. When something happens, the community protects the brand, issues a statement, and the machine rolls on, largely unscathed. Twitch should this should be bigger than what it is. This should actually be bigger. It should not require a viral video of an assault to trigger a security review. It should not take public shaming to justify hiring more trained personnel. This should not. This is disgusting. Every single year, TwitchCon is marketed as a family reunion, a celebration of community. But if you will not build walls to shield your family from harm, you are not celebrating them, you are pimping them out. The parasocial pipeline, left unchecked, leads directly to the physical realm. It demands touch, it demands possession, it demands the closure of that final sacred gap. And Twitch, by refusing to build the literal and metaphorical walls necessary, is complicit in that violation. They refuse because walls cost money. And apologies, well, those are free. They just cost a ukulele. That's a ukulele. So if TwitchCon wants to keep calling itself the home of streamers, then it needs to start acting like one. A real home has locks on the door. A real home has a safe room. A real home doesn't open his front door to a screaming, unpredictable crowd and pushes inhabitants into the throng. Doesn't do that. Doesn't do that. Until that day comes, Twitch isn't a community. It's a slaughterhouse. It's bad. I hate this. I also hate that I was wrong, too. Really hate that I was wrong. But that's fair. That happens. Sometimes you react too fast and you get things wrong. But that's why I'm here to correct myself. And I'm sorry for saying that it was a grift. That was irresponsible of me. And I should do better as a creator because I have a platform that people listen to. And I should not be pushing those ideas out that actively harm and inflame other people when it comes to me not knowing all the facts. I should do more research and be thorough with it. I was more obsessed with getting the video out as opposed to actually doing more thorough research, and that is not good of me to do so. I will take more time to do that in the future. That was on me. That was on me. So have a lovely day and bye.
I'm your Nick at night, be my Laurel, happy to try what you need. Your world, I love to live in it. I love the ride when you're free.